All right, thank you, Grace. Welcome everyone down to Barley's for today's WDVX Big Plate. Make some noise. Yeah, there we go. We are here today down in the Old City here in Knoxville. We've got a great band today. Mr. R.B. Morris, one of Knoxville's own, East Tennessee's own, is going to play some music with us today. R.B. is part of a big event on Sunday at the Bijou Theater, the Appalachian Allies Benefit Show. It's a hurricane relief show. R.B. is going to be there. Adeem the Artist, Andy Wood, Daryl Scott, Jerry Douglas, Larkin Poe, Sarah Jarose, Daniel Kimbrough, Sam Lewis. We're going to talk about that show a little bit here today once we get into things. But right now, we're going to turn the stage over R.B. Morris on the WDVX Big Plate, live at Barley's.
I'm going down to Hot Springs, gonna make it this time. Gotta wash my bones, it's about time. Down to Hot Springs, down around the bend. Gonna jump this mountain, gonna jump right in. At an ABC store on the other side, and a solid buckwheat, buy a bottle of wine. And there's a fever in that shack. On down to Hot Springs, I might not come back. Hey, this old wreck ain't too quick, but it'll get me there. One wipe slapping, that recap flapping, well, I guess I don't really care. When I hit that water, woo, I let myself go. I wanna take my boots off, leave them in the snow. Tip that bottle, there ain't no more. Forget my trouble forevermore. Woo. This old wreck ain't too quick, it'll get me there. One wipe slapping and a recap flapping, well, I guess I don't really care. I'm on down to Hot Springs, gonna make it this time. I'm gonna wash my bones, it's about time. Down to Hot Springs, down around the bend. Gonna jump this mountain, gonna jump right in. I'm gonna jump this mountain, I'm gonna jump right in. Woo! Thank you. That goes out for all those folks in Hot Springs. I got a lot of friends up there, spent a lot of time up there through the years, and they got hit really hard. I'm going to sing a few songs mixed in that have to do with the mountains and all this territory here in East Tennessee. But here's an old one about a boy living up in the mountains. He done lost his girl. She's having a big time down in the city. He doesn't know if he's going to get her back anymore. When you're sitting smoking cigarettes with your good friends back in town, and the barkeep's bringing everyone another round, I'll be sleeping, dreaming of you on the mountain far away, dreaming through my nights and through my days. You and I, always. go no further west in Carolina than where I am. You can't go no further east in Tennessee. From my front door to my back door, every day I cross the line, moving on the border of my dream. And there's a place you should see. I'm stepping up the sidewalks of the city on my mind, when I'm searching all the streets I've left behind. I'll be looking at the faces of the people that pass me by, and you will be all I want to find. You and I in time. Thank you.
You're tuned in to the Big Plate live at Barley's here on WDVX. R.B. Morris and his band with us here today, everybody. Let them give one more round of applause. Now, R.B. is here with us today. He's got a few shows coming up here in the near future, but the one we want to focus on a little bit here is this thing coming up on Sunday at the Bijou Theater, the Appalachian Allies Concert. And I mentioned R.B. is a part of that. Daryl Scott, Adeem the Artist, Jerry Douglas, Larkin Poe, Sarah Jarose, Daniel Kimbrough, who was here on the Big Plate last week, is one of the hosts of the show, along with Sam Lewis. I got to talk with Daniel on the air on Wednesday about this benefit and who they're working with in the East Tennessee Foundation and where all the money is going and how it's going to help. But RB, I wanted to talk to you a little bit because you said you were going to play some mountain songs here today, and people associate you with Knoxville proper, but I feel like that North Carolina, Tennessee border mountain area is kind of special to you too. You did an album a few years ago, Rich Mountain Bound, which is, I mean, that's that area, right?
That's
so
right.
what does this mean to you on Sunday?
Well, it was an epic, almost biblical devastation up there, and all the little towns, a few of them got wiped off the map, and all the big places like Hot Springs or Newport, Greenville, you know, they got just devastated, and it was totally unexpected, and we got to do something to help those folks, and that's what this Sunday thing is all about. I have a lot of friends that have been doing a lot. Some people up on the mountain where I'm from have gone down and shoveled mud in Hot Springs and helped out. Everybody up there is doing everything they can, but a lot of people are hurting, and the show on Sunday, I don't know, it might not be sold out yet. It's pretty close. But there is a live stream that people can get to check it out live at home or whatever.
Right. When I spoke to Daniel on Wednesday, they were close, but they maybe had a few more seats they were going to release. You can find out all about it on the Bijou Theater website. You can go to the East Tennessee Foundation as well if you just want to support this show in monetary ways if you can't make it to the show. If you're listening from that area and you need help, you can go to the East Tennessee Foundation's website there as well and apply for support.
That's right. East Tennessee Foundation are good people. I've worked with them before, and any money you send, they'll put it to good use, and that's good to know.
Yeah, and this show Sunday, yeah, round of applause for that. This show Sunday is for specifically East Tennessee, the people who are affected by that. As Daniel says, you don't hear about the East Tennessee part of this as much in some of the big media outlets, but that's where the focus is on Sunday. And RB, I want to touch on something you said about friends and neighbors who are helping out, and that's something we continue to see. We had an event on Tuesday night at Yeehaw with WDVX. Wyatt Ellis helped us put this all-star bluegrass band together, and you know, I saw folks come into that event. Some of you here today were probably there, and these are people who have already donated somewhere else, or maybe took bottled water and dropped it off, or pet food, or baby supplies, or the things they were asking for at the time. But they showed up again to the event Tuesday night. Some of you are here again today, and some of you will be there on Sunday too. It's not a 1 week and we're done with it kind of situation. This is an ongoing concern for people who need help, who need our support. And again, this event Sunday at the Bijou is going to be a big help for that. And you can find out more easttennesseefoundation.org, I believe, or go to the Bijou Theater website and see if there are still tickets available. RB is going to be playing a few other shows in the region coming up here soon, including right here in Knoxville Wednesday night at the Pilot Light.
Yeah, that's always fun. It's my favorite small room in the world. The Pilot Light, beautiful room. The sound's always great. Yeah, we had that, and you were going to mention, of course, on Saturday we're in Johnson City playing the Down Home, legendary space.
November 2nd.
November 2nd. Is that what? Yeah.
Not
Sorry.
tomorrow, the next.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Not tomorrow, but the following Saturday we'll be there. You know, we were going to play that, and I can't wait to go back to the Down Home, but I said, let's have a little warm-up show at the Pilot Light where you can really experiment and do lots of stuff, and that's what we wanted to do. And then all this other came in,
Yeah.
so we got real busy here.
And right here, you're getting the warm-up to the warm-up.
Yeah, there you go. I'm getting warm.
RB
also
Morris on the WDVX Big Plate, live at Barley's.
I wanted to mention that also after our gigs on Saturday, on Sunday, November 3rd, there's also another flood relief benefit at the Laurel Theater that the Bearded will be playing at. This band won't be, but a bunch of other folks, so keep an eye out for that too.
Lots of ways to help. Here's a song sort of about man and God and law and lots of other stuff. It's called Maybe the Soul. Well, I was just an empty car someone left unlocked, where someone else dropped something off for someone to pick up. I never saw or touched a thing, that's all I had to say. They left a little something for me to look the other way. Maybe the soul can still be pure, I like to think it's true. I know something's there for sure, but I ain't got a clue. There's laws of man and laws of God, and laws of nature too. And there's judges everywhere you look, but they're all outlaws too. Now she was just a vacant body hanging round the block, where other bodies come and go, someone to pick up. They never really touched her though, they never knew her name. They gave her something for is a temple, but the soul is hard to see. You guard the heart, but the body's a house you must be prepared to leave. He was just a brain for hire, like an open fire, an information highway slave, mile after mile. They never knew what made him tick. They clocked him in, that's all. Just a pawn in cyberspace, that place beyond the law. Maybe the soul can still be pure. I like to think it's true. I know something's there for sure, but I ain't got a clue. There's laws of man and laws of God, laws of nature too. And there's judges everywhere you look, but they're all outlaws too. Thank y'all. This is wonderful. I thank you, WDVX, for doing this, and Nelson coming down. A wonderful Friday event always in Knoxville. I thought I would try a little song I wrote for scientists. They don't get a lot of songs, you know. But I think they deserve a few. And I wrote this song almost 15 years ago. And it just goes to show that you got to be careful writing about technology, because it changes all the time. And all of a sudden you'll be singing a song dated. However, there's a few things in this song that did come true, unfortunately. So. It's called Science for the People. If you can hear a part, you're welcome to sing along. Oh, I must be a common man, 'cause it's quite common to depend every day on technologies that I don't really comprehend. Like my laptop, my car, my TV. Hey, I got this new phone you should see. You name it, I use it, but I can't produce it. I need someone to do that for me. Science for the people. Yeah, that's science for the people right now. Science for the people. That's science for the people right now. Now I can drive a car. I can even change a tire. But if they was waiting until I invented the wheel, we'd still be sitting around the fire. But I got all the news and sports. One click, I got your weather report. You can usually find me in front of my TV, but I'm lucky just to work the remote. Science for the people. Science for the people right now. Science for the people. Science for the people right now. Yeah, I could probably use a little self-help, but I know how to feed myself. Just to walk out the door, cruise down to the store, and find the food on the shelf. And I ain't never alone. touch with this phone. If they was waiting on me, we'd still be climbing up a tree and shouting at the top of our lungs. Science for the people. Science for the people right now. Science for the people. Science for the people right now. Now bird flu, swine flu, malaria, Ebola, smallpox, polio, the plague. From HIV to mad cow disease, it's a wonder we're not already dead. And next time some plague comes knocking, some virus that's never been known, and it starts killing us all, now who you gonna call and pray they can nip it in the bud? Science for the people. You'll want some science for the people right now. Science for the people. Science for the people right now. Now when all the scientists start seeing the same thing, from the test tubes up to the sky, and they lay it all out, and there's really no doubt. Now who's gonna say that's all lies? I don't know much about a whole lot, but I know how money talks. A lot of misinformation and funny rationalizations, alternative facts and other phony crap. Yeah, well one day bullshit walks. Science for the people. I want science for the people right now. Science for the people. Science for the people right now. You gonna sing it with me once? Science for the people. Science for the people. Science for the people. Science for the people right now. Science for the people right now. Thank you, neighbor. Well, here's one that's for our city. I wrote this. It was a poem I wrote first, and then I grabbed a few lines out of it one day and made a song out of it. And I just call it City. When the pigeons lift up to circle the trees over Jefferson Street, pulled by some force to loop the distance and flutter back, flutter back. Then there is a city. Then there is a city. Then there is a city. Lifted up. And so it begins in various sequence to unfold, surrounding hills, seen from the cars careening by, careening by. Then there is a city. Then there is a city. Then there is a city. Lifted up. was it came, walking the streets the same as you. What were their names? What were they coming through? So let us go when the morning comes a beating like a drum down to the river where there's a song lifting up. And then there is a city. Then there is a city. Then there is a city. Lift it up. Lift it up. Lift it up. Thank you.
It's R.B. Morris, everyone, here on today's WDVX Big Plate down at Barley's. The WDVX Blue Plate Special is presented by Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria on Jackson Avenue here in Knoxville's Old City, home of the Big Plate here on Fridays. Coming up next week on Friday, the Chelsea Berry Band. In 2 weeks, we've got a few guys you might know. Smokin' Dave and the Primo Dopes are going to be here with us at the Big Plate. Yeah, that's get ready for that show. You can always join us for the Blue Plate Special Monday through Saturday, 6 days a week in downtown Knoxville. Monday through Thursday and Saturday, we are up at the Visitor Center. Fridays, we're down here at Barley's. Next week, Emmy Sunshine is going to be hosting some of the shows. Red, you might have been able to tell, Red is already on a little bit of a vacation right now, so I'm filling in today. Emmy will be here next week, so we hope you can come out and join us for some more shows next week. Additional support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from Visit Knoxville and the Music Office of the Tennessee Entertainment Commission, supporting the creative community across the state through various initiatives and programs. Find out more about opportunities and how to be a part of the music directory at tnentertainment.com/music. And of course, all these Blue Plate shows, you can find them on the WDVX YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search for WDVX Radio. That's the name of the channel. You can find all the stuff there. R.B. Morris and his band, they're with us here today. They're going to be Sunday at the Appalachian Allies Benefit Show. Adeem the artist is part of that event. Adeem is going to be with us for a First Friday Live, November 1st, up at the Visitor Center. You can find out all about that show on our website at WDVX.com. But once again, I'm going to step back out of the way. Let's turn it back over. I think we got time for about 3 more songs. R.B. Morris on the WDVX Big Plate, live at Barley's.
Here's one you might have heard before. I've got it on a few records here and there. It's called Old Copper Penny. I'm just an old copper penny by the side of the road. Nobody wants me and I've no one to hold. But everyone sees me. They walk on by just like I ain't worth a dime. Yeah, but I'm heads up and happy. I'm ready to roll. I know I'm not silver, I know I'm not gold, but I'm good luck to whoever holds an old copper penny like me. I've seen your big deals and I've watched some fold, slid through some cracks and I fell through some holes, but count on me to have a good time. Just brush off the dust and you'll see me shine. I'm heads up and happy, I'm ready to roll. I know I'm not silver, I know I'm not gold, but I'm good luck to whoever holds an old copper penny like me. for someone who's looking for me, someone to save me. Who will that be? Give me the chance and watch what I do. Well, next time you see me, I'll be flipping for you, 'cause I'm heads up, I'm happy, I'm ready to roll. I know I'm not silver, I know I'm not gold, but I'm good luck to whoever holds old copper penny like me. Yeah, an old copper penny like me. I said an old copper penny like me. Summer's breaking down, it's falling to the ground like tears out of the sky, like leaves that rush on by, and there's nothing we can do. We'll that wheel turning round, and summer breaking down. Remember how it was before we had to part, when we walked in the sun. Love had just begun, when all the world was green, a bright and happy scene, a sweet and tender song that would not last too long. Still there's a freshness in the air, and a question to compare all the seasons as they pass, and the reasons they don't last. But who are we to say our words would just betray all the wishes of our heart, that we would never part. Yeah, summer's breaking down, it's packing up and leaving town. She never meant to stay, she was just passing through this way, and there's nothing we can do. We'll have to see it through. That old wheel is turning Summer's breaking down.
One more time, everyone, for R.B. Morris here on today's Big Plate. Hey, R.B., we got time for about one more. Let's introduce the band real fast before we wrap this thing up. Tell us who's here with you today.
Well, over here on the beautiful cello is beautiful Cecilia Stair. Back here, holding us all together on the drums, the incredible Hunter Deacon. And Knoxville's great multi-instrumentalist, songwriter, band leader, everything over here on steel guitar mainly today, and electric guitar, Greg Horn.
Some of Knoxville's finest up here on the stage today, folks. And R.B. Morris, I was explaining to some of my volunteers who showed up here today, R.B., you guys know his story. He's been making music for a long, long time in Nashville, here in town. Poet laureate, formerly of Knoxville, a playwright, a poet. You can find out all about R.B. at rbmorris.com. And again, don't miss out on this big event on Sunday, the Appalachian Allies show at the Bijou Theater. R.B. is going to be there. Adeem the Artist, Daryl Scott, Jerry Douglas, Larkin Poe, Sarah Jarosz, Daniel Kimbrough, and Sam Lewis are hosting. You can find tickets at knoxbijou.org. It all benefits the East Tennessee Foundation and hurricane flood relief in East Tennessee. And again, R.B. is going to be at the Pilot Light on Wednesday night, at the Down Home in Johnson City on November 2nd. Greg was telling us about another benefit at the Laurel Theater on November 3rd. I think I'm going to talk with some Laurel folks on the air on Monday, and we'll get the big lowdown on what's coming up there too. But R.B. Morris, rbmorris.com, and the Appalachian Allies show on Sunday. My name's Nelson Gullett, filling in for Red. I want to thank you all for showing up. Thank everyone at Barley's. Thank everyone at Barley's. There's a tip jar up here on the stage to support the musicians. Red likes to say a little drop in the bucket goes a long way, a little love in the bucket, so help these guys out. You can tip your service here at Barley's at the end of the show as well, but I'm going to step out of the way and turn it back over. One more tune, R.B. Morris on the WDVX Big Plate, live at Barley's.
Thank you, Nelson. We'll leave you with this one. He caught a train from Alexandria, a broken man in flight, running scared with all his devil, saying prayers through the night. Oh, but mercy can't find him in the shadows where he called, forsaken all his better angels. That's how every empire falls. The bells ring out on Sunday morning like echoes from another time, and all our innocence and yearning, sense of wonder left behind. Oh, gentle hearts, remember, what was that story? Is it lost? For when religion loses vision, that's how every empire falls. He brought to bear. They raise their glasses in his honor, although this union they don't share. A man who lives among them, still a stranger to them all. For at the door and board the window. Put the people in the street. It's just my job, he says I'm sorry. Draws a check and goes home to eat. At night he tells his woman, I know I hide behind the law. She said you're only taking orders. That's how every empire falls. Country, and a hard rain falls on the sea. If terror comes without a warning, there must be something we don't see. What fire begets this fire, like torches thrown into the straw. If no one asks and no one answers, that's how every empire falls. So much.
Cecilia Stair, Hunter Deacon, Greg Horn, R.B. Morris here on the WDVX Big Plate live at Barley's. My name's Nelson Gullah. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to send it back to the studio now, and Grace here on East Tennessee's own WDVX.